But in the meantime, back in Minneapolis, we are getting ready to witness a legend in a field in which few have gained success. The one, the only, Brian Carson, one of the greatest daredevils in the history of motorsports exhibition action, is preparing one of his most famous jumps, taking a 4,000-pound passenger car through the air at 65 miles per hour, head-on into a wall of machinery here on the floor of the Metrodome. Carson himself is different than any other daredevil preceding him. In fact, he personifies the difference between a stuntman who presents the aura of illusion and a daredevil who cheats death itself. His job will be to take a 4,000-pound passenger car and crash it into that pyramid of machines without the benefit of safety equipment while making a right-hand turn. The car actually gets sideways on his first attempt as he moves up to the ramp. Carson knows that this particular stunt may be one of the most dangerous yet on a concrete floor covered with dirt dust, in which he must make a hard right turn at speed and hit ramps perfectly that he cannot see when he starts his run. There you see the target. His objective to hit the X marked on the second car from the top of that 40-foot-high pyramid of metal. And now Carson, fully aware more than ever that the floor is extremely slippery, backs the car up to the staging area. Keep one thing in mind as the car backs up. Carson's biggest objective is to survive this jump. Why? Because he refuses to use any safety equipment other than a standard lap belt. No roll cage, no neck collar, no special braces to keep the car intact. No safety equipment whatsoever. He starts the run, makes the turn, and goes for the jump. Unbelievable with the car on fire. It lands right side up. That is a good sign. The safety crew is already beginning to extinguish the multitudes of fires that have started. Look at the front end of the car, the roof itself, taking a tremendous impact. We can't see for sure whether Carson is moving within the car, but he cleaned off the pyramid of metal in a spectacular way. Still more fires on the floor of the Metrodome being extinguished, while the safety crews work to get Carson out of the remains of the Buick. He appears to be moving. Motioning to be pulled out of the car. It looks like Carson has gotten out of this one at least consciously. And now he's pulling himself through the open window, and Carson is okay. An amazing individual as the helmet comes off. He appears shaken. Certainly he is not ready to stand on his own at this. Things over with his crew chief. But now he's up. An incredible job. The smoke from the explosion sifting through the rafters of the Metrodome. What an incredible job. It looks like Brian Carson is ready to talk. And Brian, we've seen this act enough times to know that I think just about everything went wrong on that jump.
I'll tell you, I don't know what happened. I want someone to beat the hell out of me in that car.
An incredible jump. I had to feel for you when you actually came in the first time. You don't like to make flybys, and when you came in the first time, that thing was dead sideways.
Yeah, I lost in the turn, and, you know, this was, I don't know what way. It's a lot of luck that we got this thing in off the ramp. But you give your word we're going to do something. You know, the conditions weren't right to do it because we didn't have a straight run in, and we had a lot of things that weren't working with us. But, you know, you say you're going to do something, you keep your word no matter if you're a postman or a stuntman. You just do it. God bless America. Love you, Minneapolis.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Carson. But if you thought that was wild, get ready. The Camel Super Modified Mud Racing Shootout and Monster Truck Championships are still to come. Stay with us.